and welcome. I am only Juno, and this is my crafty corner. If you are a new viewer, thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy the video today. My channel is mostly about cross stitch, and sometimes I have a few other little crafts, but 90% cross stitch. Sorry, if you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoy the video today. As you can see, I am back in my normal spot. I don't know, I didn't like it down there in the living room. It didn't work out very well for me. Just want to be in my space with all my stuff. So, alright, so today is a floss tube, and we have an Aries in the background. Today is a floss tube. It is floss tube number 49. I did not get a whole lot done this week. I have a little update, like life update after I show progress on everything. But I have not been counting my stitches, but I am going to start counting them again. For one, it helps me keep up with what I'm stitching. I just feel like I've done nothing all week, but then I look at what I had last week and then what I'm currently doing and realize I've done a little more than I feel like I've done. So I'm going to start counting my stitching, how many stitches I get on a project again. So hopefully I can keep that up. I did not do a stitch with me this week because I've been having issues with my allergies. It's been swelling my eyes up real bad, making them real itchy. It's been so bad for the last 3 days. Like, I've stitched a little during work on Monday and Tuesday, very little, but I've mostly read for the past 3 days, just because my eye, it's mainly this one, it'll swell up and get real agitated and irritated, and allergy medicines doesn't work all that much. So let us go ahead and get started. The first project, oh, hold on. Today is, what is today? It is June the 15th. It is Wednesday. It is 6 p.m. at night. Hopefully I can get my eye to calm down a little bit because I'm really wanting to get some stitching done on my projects tonight. I think I'm going to work on my dreaming of being human again. I ran across that one today and it's like, I want to do this one, so we'll see. Alright, so the first project I'm going to show that I've gotten any kind of progress at all on is my 2 dragons. So that is this one. It is a pattern I got off Etsy. I will have the link for it below in the description. I am stitching it on 22 count 1/1 full cross. I took this with me. I know I made a comment that I was going to, I believe I made the comment that I was going to my local LNS for a Stitch Club group type thing. I will talk more on that when I get to do my Stitch with me, which I'm hoping is tomorrow. Because I'm going to be off work and appointments most of the day, so I should be able to do a stitch with me before the end of the night, hopefully. But I worked on this while I was at the stitching club that I went to, which I loved so much, had so much fun just hanging out, stitching with people. Got there at 11 o'clock, stayed there till almost 4. After 4. Yeah, it was after 4 when I left, and it didn't seem like I'd been there that long. So I'm definitely looking forward to the next time. I've already signed up. So, and a few people added my channel and all that. So if you're watching, welcome. Had a blast. Definitely looking forward to talking to you again. Alright, so here is my progress. So I've been working over here. During the stitch with me, I filled in right here. And then the work week, I have been working in filling in this little square. I will say since Sunday, I have maybe gotten about 200, maybe 300 stitches into this because I've mostly been working right here. But like I said, I've not been able to get much stitching done because my eye has been bothering me. So, so hopefully my allergies will calm down. All right, so my next project is this one. This is a Heaven and Earth design. It's called Alchemy Cardo. I call it my skull. My skull in rows. I've slowly been working on it. I'm stitching it on 32 count Lugana 1/1 tent stitch. It's been interesting figuring out how this one, because this one is not a full coverage. So here's my progress so far. This is not a full coverage, so there's nothing after here. So that's the edge of that section. So a good chunk of the skull is going to be like this. So it's going to be interesting. But I am loving this stitch. I did hand dye the fabric myself, which that's showing a pretty good picture of the marbling that came out on it. Because I was stitching it, like I got it, it was just white fabric. And the light gray threads were just, I was having issues seeing it. And I was in like miscounting and not getting the stitches in the right spot. So I frogged what I had and colored it. I don't know, I think I've already discussed that already once before, and if I have, I apologize for repeating myself. But yeah. Alright, so my next project I'm going to show is my Sans, it's a long dog sampler. It is Sans Seuss, I think is how it's said. I suck at saying it. It's on 28 count easy guide fabric. It is being stitched with silks. It's a Silk for You silk. And this is the thread. It's my first time using variegated floss, as I've stated before, and first time using silk. So this is the progress I've got so far. I love the way it's turning out. The variegation look on it is awesome. I love it. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how it turns out once it's done. But I'm loving working this with the silk. I'm loving working the pattern and working with the variegated coloring. It's really, really cool. All right, so I have my last project that I worked on this week, which is my pandemic, and that is this one. That's what it's gonna look like. This one is stitched on 28 count to 1/1 full cross. I don't remember. I think the color DMC that I'm using is 798, and this is where I'm at. It's a very beautiful blue. So I've been working in this area, getting all this section cleared out, or not cleared out, but done. So I'm trying to work down and over. So I want to get all this done so I can roll it up and down so I can start on the next set of pages. But I'm not going to do that until everything is completely across the board. So that is where I'm currently at. Let me get a little closer. I feel like I don't get close enough with my pattern sometimes. But I am definitely loving the long dog samplers. As you can tell, I went crazy and now I'm working on 3 of them. Yay! Because the other one, I didn't get any stitches on it. But I'm working on the Castle of the Air on black fabric. Yay! Alright, so that is all my stitching. I have a little bit of haul because, of course, I was at the shop, at the craft shop. I had to get some fabric. And they had some gorgeous fabric. Alright, so let us go. I've picked up some 28 count Joblin. It's called Joblin Christmas. It's not a big piece, but it is a gorgeous bright red. I love it. I have no idea what I'm going to stitch on any of the fabrics that I picked up, but this was just such a gorgeous, bright, Christmassy red. I had to get it. All right, that was that one, and then I picked up another one. What is this one called? This is a 28 count Lugana winter something. It broke off what it was, but let's see if we can get the variegation. Let's see. Yeah, you can see that a little better right there. See that it's just gorgeous coloring, marbling. It's like light blues and oranges mixed up into it. I love it. Like I said, they're not large pieces, but they're big enough that I could do something with them. And then I got a 28 count Lugana Pompous, and this one was gorgeous. I loved this one. Just love it. Yes. So like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to stitch with those. That is about all for me. I don't have any more haul. I don't have any more stitching. Like I said, I'm going to try to do a stitch with me tomorrow. I don't know what I'll stitch on exactly. If anybody has any preferences of what you would like me to stitch on in my next few Stitch With Me's, feel free to make a comment. I will take them into consideration and will most likely, you know, do what is asked for. Because I don't think there's any of my projects that I hate and can't stand doing. Now, some of them I can't do for long periods, like the Skull and Roses one. I can't do that one for very long because it is very, you know, fairly confetti heavy. But other than that, I can definitely put an hour or two into it. Alright, so I know this is just a short and sweet video. It's not even gonna hit 15 minutes. Not even with me rambling here at the end. Like I said, I'll try to do the Stitch With Me tomorrow. And I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, so I quit saying Alright. Goodbye. Hope everybody has a great week, and I will see you next time.